Well, hello everybody. I'm sorry I'm late. I had so much to do. I was just rushing trying to get everything done. And I got to get me a cough drop because I'm going to start coughing. How's everyone doing today or this evening? We've got Sheila, Connie, Cindy. Who else? Gladys. There's Gladys. And Ashley. Hello. Hello, ladies. How are you doing this evening? I just finished a video that I've got to upload for tomorrow morning, and I was running late, y'all. And then little Buddy decided he wanted to have his dinner, so I had to, of course, feed little Buddy and Lucky. Connie, if you just texted me, I'm not going to be able to get it because I don't think I can get it on this. No, it comes through on my camera up here, and I can't get to the camera right now. Happy to see you too, Gladys. Happy to see everybody. And Karen, Denise. Glad all of you could make it. And there's Susan. Oh, yeah, she probably was. Usually I'm right on the money or a minute early. I don't usually come on 3 or 4 or 5 minutes late, but couldn't be helped. I had a bunch of stuff to clean up from my video and had to get things put away before I could get over here and start the live. And then, like I said, little Buddy comes scratching at the door wanting his dinner, so I had to stop and give him and Lucky their dinner so they'd be happy. They're happy cats now. They've had their din-din. Well, thank you, Denise. And there's Paula. Hello, Paula. I feel like something bit me on the arm. Yeah, I look a mess. I didn't have time to straighten up, change my blouse or anything. Well, I'm glad you like my videos. I'm hoping everybody loves and likes my videos because I need everybody watching my videos. And I hope Snow White shows up this evening. Without much notice, she may not. I don't know. And there's Shelly Edwards. Yeah, me too. Susan said she was running around all day. Well, I've been running around for the last 3 or 4 hours trying to get my video done and get everything cleaned up from that. Get the cats fed so I could get on my live, and I was running out of time. And there's Shelly Edwards. Paula, I like your videos because you're just being yourself. Yep. You know, I don't really do a lot of editing on my videos. I mean, I do some, but if I'm cooking and, I'm messing with my food and I need my hands washed, that's the reason I keep a sink full or a dishpan full of soapy hot water in my sink. Is so I can reach over there at any time and wash my hands, grab my towel or dishcloth, And I know my hands are clean because I wash them so many times during my videos. There's no way my hands can be dirty. But some people don't like that. They say, oh, you're constantly cleaning, you're constantly washing your hands in the sink, and that dishcloth is not very clean after you're wiping your hands in it, and blah, 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 blah. Well, I like to see what they do with their house and their meals and their cooking. Yeah, hot soapy bleach water. I mean, you can't beat that for killing germs. And when I did my chicken video, you know, my towels, my dishcloth, everything went in the laundry. Because I don't reuse them even if I spray bleach on them. I wait and do the laundry with them first. And then I'll use them again in my kitchen. Because I'm always careful with chicken because it has a lot of bacteria, or it can have. So you have to be a little bit, you know, extra careful with when you're cutting up chicken and stuff like that. And I bleach down my counters, I scrub my sink out, everything. Yeah, I probably don't want to see what they do. I'd probably never watch another one of their videos. And I definitely probably would not want to eat their food. Yeah, Cindy said she sent me a message saying that she got her slicer today. So now she can slice eggs and lunch meat and all kind of stuff up with it. I know, I'm a clean freak. I just don't like, especially in my kitchen, I don't want things dirty where I'm cooking and preparing food and that type of thing. And there's Leah Hawaii. Hello, Leah Hawaii. I hope I pronounced that somewhere close. I think you'll especially like the one I'm putting up tomorrow morning. Gladys might like it. It's something her boys can do. Exactly, Connie. I think everybody likes to have a clean kitchen and a clean prep area. And I do the best I can, you know. I'm a creature of habit. That's the way I've done all my life, ever since day one of cooking. And there's living my best life at 60. Hello. And we've got Karen Jones. Hello, Karen. I tell you, I'm doing so many videos because I try to get at least one video done a day to post it the next day. And then with the lives, with the garden, the yard work, the housework, everything else I do, I'm busy, busy, busy. You just gave Tippy fluid so she's resting? Well, good. She had a half a jar of ham baby food before that. Well, I'm glad she's eating the baby food. Evidently she likes it. And if it's good for babies, it's got to be good for dogs, right? Yeah, I got 11 thumbs up. 14 people watching, looks like. Oh, Connie, you were asking me about Cindy, you know, and I think she was already watching my channel. And when I went to Rita's Roost live one day, Cindy was in there and she says, Hi, Linda. I didn't know you watch Rita. I said, oh, yeah, I watch her when I get a chance. I can't always do it because I'm so busy. But I enjoy listening to the ladies and the quilting and all that stuff. I always finish doing something and then I say, I wish Yeah, I've done that too. And I'm getting better at it now because if I fix something to eat, I'll think a minute and I'll say, well, now, can I do a video with this? And I'll grab the camera and I'll start videoing while I'm preparing my meal. I mean, that's the way I have to do. She went from 2.1 to 2.8. Well, she's gaining a little bit of weight then, huh? Yeah, I was glad to see you too, Cindy. Yeah, we got in a chat last night and they were talking about going to Vegas. And I said, well, I've been to Vegas twice. I went one time with a guy that I knew that I was dating. He wanted to take me to Vegas for the weekend, so we went. But it was a downer because he had ulterior motives what do you call it? Well, he had some bad intentions, put it that way. He said the people that work where he does have a habit of taking their girlfriends to Vegas and they get married for the weekend and get it annulled before they leave. That way they can spend the night as husband and wife and get all the frills that Vegas offers, you know. And he wanted me to do that. Oh, it made me mad. I said, no, sir, I am not marrying you for the weekend. I'm sorry. He didn't like it, but there was not a whole lot he could do about it. I never went with anybody again except for my daughter, her husband, and his mother. And I don't know how much the tickets for the shows that we watch cost, but we saw, I think it's called La Cause. It's where there's female impersonators throughout the whole show. There's not one real female in the whole show. It's all men dressed up like female stars like Joan Rivers, Cher, Celine Dion, you know, and they come out on stage and they'll sing, and you think it's Celine Dion, or you'll think and Joan Rivers her impersonator was the one that was emceeing the whole show. So he was doing the announcements of the next guest and all that. You could not look at him or hear him and not think that he was not Joan Rivers. Even the black guys that came out impersonating the black female singers, they were fabulous. And it blew my mind because at the very end of the show, they had this big long table up on the stage. All the guys were lined up behind it. They started pulling their wigs off and taking some of the outfits off because they had, you know, man clothes under it, to show that they were really men. They were not the women that they were portraying to be. And I thought to myself, oh my God, they are so good. And Circus Olay is a fabulous show. It is a circus, but the way they do it was amazing. And then we saw Riverdance, which I love Riverdance, and I was so glad we went to see them. And they tried to get tickets to go see Celine Dion, but she was booked up solid. You couldn't get a ticket in to sit on the floor. So we didn't get to see them. But my son-in-law paid for it, so I have no idea how much it all cost. And I would not have been able to go and do that on my own because I couldn't afford it. And that's several years ago. I mean, it was 10, 15 years ago, you know. I haven't been recently because I can't afford to go. Susan says, oh no, I just remembered I was going to water my plants tonight. But no water? Your water's off? Susan, how come you have no water? I missed something, Cindy. What are you saying that Rita and her crowd would have? Oh, I don't think Rita and her crowd would have liked that. I don't know what she would not like. I missed something. Yeah, needless to say, I never went anywhere with that man again because, oh no, I didn't see that, Cindy. Your son was stomped on and you were in urgent care? Oh my goodness. We've got Debbie Regis in the house. Hello, Debbie. Yeah, I didn't see where you put that in here. I'm sorry. Oh, a water main broke. Well, you can water tomorrow. Do it in the morning. I watered all mine down real good Monday morning and then later Monday evening. And I don't know, around Thursday I'll probably water with the compost tea again. I went to Vegas in 2011 and saw Donnie and Marie Osmond. Yeah, that would have been real good, but if any of you've ever watched Riverdance, it was amazing to see it, in person. Because I always loved watching the Riverdance. Yes, playing football, some huge stomped his calf and it looked terrible. That wasn't broke. Well, was it an accident or did he deliberately do that, Cindy? I can't imagine anybody doing that deliberately. But you never know. There's bullies out there. He's 17, can't keep a teenager down. Yeah, I hope he's okay. Just practice. It was not deliberate. Well, good. It was just an accident. And accident happens. And with football is a rough game. I mean, when you're watching the professionals play, it's a slow, drawn out game, I have to admit. But there's dangers in it. I mean, when they tackle one another, you can get hurt. That's one reason my son decided he didn't want to play football in high school. He started out playing because he thought his dad wanted him to because his dad loved football. But after getting tackled several times, because he was I guess the running back or the one that gets the ball and tries to do the touchdown with it, he said he was so tired of being tackled and be the one on the bottom of the pile. He says, Mom, I'm going to get hurt. They can break my arm or leg and I don't want that to happen. I said, well, son, playing ball is up to you. Nobody's forcing you. Well, Dad will get mad. I said, no, he won't. If you don't want to play football, you don't have to play football. So he quit playing. Yeah, I can imagine being a senior. He's just got to be careful, and no matter how careful you are, sometimes you can get hurt. That's just the way playing football is. Well, I got something in the mail today, but I'm not going to show it yet. I'm going to wait till we're in here at least 30 minutes before I show it because I at least want the person that sent it to have time to get into live chat, maybe if they do come. Because I'd love for them to be here when I open it. I haven't opened it yet. So I don't have any idea what it is. Oh, Cindy, he already had knee surgery when he was in basketball last year. Oh, no. And there's Anna Watson. Hello, or Ann Watson. How are you doing, Ann? We've been praying for you. Are you doing okay? I know you're didn't you say your surgery was August 2nd, if I'm not badly mistaken? Yeah, I hope she's doing better too. But I was playing basketball in junior high, and we were just in a practice game. And I got the ball and was running down the court because the girls could play whole court just like the boys. And I put my right foot down extremely hard running down the court one time, and a bone or something popped in the top of my foot. And ever since then, I've had a problem wearing shoes that go over the top of my foot because it puts pressure where that bone is, and it hurts even to today. And it hurt back then even for me to walk for a while, but it finally stopped hurting when I was walking. I just couldn't put shoes that covered the top of the foot where that bone was. So I don't know what I did to it. I didn't even go to the doctor or anything. Yeah, I thought you said August 2nd, so we need to keep Ann in mind, keep her in our prayers that everything goes really good on August 2nd, which is coming up pretty quick. And there's Deborah, Barbara Elford, hello. Hello, ladies. At my job, air went out, so come home early tonight. We go to Vegas every year. Super pricey this year. Yeah. I couldn't afford, well, I mean, I'd go every year, but, I can't afford to pay it. That was a trip that my son-in-law paid for. It was like a mother's weekend, I think is what he called it or something, because he took his mom and me and my daughter. It was the four of us. And we had a really good time. So, but like I said, I don't have any idea how much it cost. I don't know how much the shows cost. I don't know how much the meals cost because he took us out to dinner 2 different nights at a restaurant. And then, of course, we could eat buffet, at the hotel we were staying in the morning or at lunch. But I said, I know it wasn't cheap, and I know I could not afford to go on my own because I don't have that kind of money. Yes, welcome to all new viewers. Yeah, I love going to Rita's Roost live chats. I like to get in chats with those ladies when I have time. I can't always be at every one of them because I'm so busy trying to produce my own videos and my lives and everything else. But I do enjoy those ladies. You're welcome, Anne. We just hope and pray everything goes great for you on August 2nd. I emptied my container of drink when I was doing my video. I got to get me some more in it. And I know Pepsi and Coke's not good for you. But after I've worked all day and get hot and sweaty drinking water and Gatorade and tea and coffee, nighttime comes, I feel like I'm entitled to a glass of Pepsi or Coca-Cola. One morning I woke up at 3 a.m. to go pee and she was on. I opted for sleep. Oh. Well, she's on quite a bit. I think she's on tonight, too. She probably went live earlier or maybe later than me. I don't know. 4-hour time difference. Oh, yeah, Cindy. I hear that. And surgeries at 5:30 a.m. The hospital doesn't even open their doors until 5. That was me when I had my back and neck surgery. They had me show up at the hospital at the crack of dawn. I said, why do they want me so early? But I was glad to get it over with. Because they did 2 surgeries on me in 1 week. They put me in the hospital on Monday. They did 1 surgery on Tuesday. I stayed in the hospital, and then Thursday they did the other surgery. And then they sent me home on Friday. Who are the photos on the wall? Back here behind me? That one is me when my hair was short. I don't know if you can see it. And it was when I still wore glasses. But I've had eye surgery, so I don't have to wear glasses anymore. This is my granddaughter one day when I took her to the park, and she was swinging on that tire swing. She wasn't probably 6 or 7 when that was taken. Maybe not even that old, I don't remember. And that's her up there when I took her down to the lake one day. She always loved to go feed the ducks when she stayed with me, so I'd take her down to the lake. And she was walking out in the water because it was hot that day. She loved to feed the ducks. And this is an old picture of my son and daughter down here at the bottom. Don't know if you can see it. That was taken one Christmas, but that was many years ago. Many years ago. And that's of my possum that I caught under the house one time. I took a picture of him so I could show it to my granddaughter. She came over one day and she saw that on the little bulletin board. She says, Grandma, what is that? I said, that's a possum. She said, where is he? I said, I caught him and had to take him down the road and turn him loose because he was under the house. He was under your house? I said, yeah, he was under my house. And I had to catch him and get him out from under there. She thought that was really something. And I had a skunk go across the yard night before last. I opened the door. It was Monday night because I was out there watering about the edge of dark. And little buddy come running across the yard. And I looked out in front of him and there was a skunk. The skunk stopped, kind of looked at me. And I took the water hose and I lifted it up trying to spray him. And he took off across the street. And thank God little buddy didn't run after him because I was so afraid that skunk was going to spray him. And then, oh my God, little buddy would have smelt like skunk for a month. I think I've watched Brenda before. I'm not sure. I randomly watch other videos when I get time, just to see whatever, some people are doing. See if it would give me ideas of, something I can do. The photos on the living room wall. Well, the center photo is me back years ago. My hair was a lot longer than it is now. And it was before the chemo scare, so it was full head of hair. It was really thick. And the pictures on either side of me, one is my daughter when she was about 4 or 5. The other one is my son about the time we came to Texas. Because he was about 1.5 years old when we came to Texas. But that's him. He had his hair was long, and it was a little curly. And he used to get so mad when I'd go in the grocery store, and people would walk by him, and his hair would be all in ringlets, And the women would stop and say, "Oh my, look how cute she is. Look at that curly hair." It'd make him mad. He'd look at her and he'd say, "I ain't no girl." It made him so mad that they kept calling him a girl because he had curly hair. And then when he got a couple of years older, he wanted me to cut his hair short so it wasn't so curly, so people wouldn't think he was a girl. Yeah, that center picture's me. That was one of the glamour photos that I had made years ago. It was more or less for an advertising thing. That was about the time I did a lot of my singing at the church and different places. Not making any money. But I had fun. I enjoyed it. And there's AD. Hello. Oh, okay. The ones behind me or the ones on the living room wall? Oh, the living room wall. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was one of the cover shots that I had on years ago when I had my YouTube channel, and I had some of my songs on there. That was one of the cover photos for one of the albums or the CDs that I had done. I never had any up for sale or anything, but I had recordings for myself. And that was one of the cover shots for one of the CDs. Well, I wanted to show you, but I was waiting for the person to come in to chat that gave it to me. I hate to show it, and they're not here. I don't know what it is. It's still in the package. I haven't opened it. Yeah, that was my daughter just about the time we moved to Texas, and that was my son about the time we moved out here. And I've just left them on the wall. They've grown up, and I've got tons of other pictures since, but I've always left those up there. Yeah, but they won't monetize my videos if I play my CD. I did a couple of my songs at the Christmas concert that I did for you guys. A couple of those songs were from my CD. Yeah, I don't have just the music to it. To play it, I would have to play the CD with me singing in it. I just have to sing along with myself, I guess. But yeah, there was a couple of songs in that Christmas concert that I did that were from that CD. And I recorded a song for a friend of mine. Probably the only song that I made any money off of. There was a song he wanted me to record and change some of the words in it to what he wanted it changed to. And then I recorded it. I sang it and recorded it for him and sent it to him. And he paid me for it. I said, well, darn, I can make money with this. Yeah, I don't think YouTube should care if you're singing the song. You're not actually playing somebody else's song and them singing it. I don't think YouTube should care if you're singing the song. But they do. They don't want the music or the lyrics played when somebody else owns the copyright to it or the right to it. Now, sometimes there's been, I know twice, I think, then there was just maybe part of a song that you could hear in one of my videos, and it was copyrighted, but they shared. So what that means is they went ahead and monetized my video, and I was making money off of the video, but I had to share it with the person that owned the music, which is just a few pennies, so it didn't really matter. And there's TT Sharon. Hello. Been busy raising your grandbabies? Well, I know you've been having fun with that. I hope this person got the notification that I was going live tonight. Yeah, I've been meaning to call Cigna too and find out why my premiums went up so much. Get something to write on. Well, where's my pen? And there's Grandma Teresa. Hello, good evening. You have jury duty tomorrow. Oh no, I'm sorry. But this is from Snow White. And I really didn't expect anything. But it's soft, so it may be a t-shirt or something. I have no idea. But we'll open it and see. Oh my goodness. That is so pretty. It's called a high-low curved hem tunic. And it's an extra large. I mean, I don't know, when I hold an extra large up and look at it, it looks way too big, but then when I put it on, I'm glad it was an extra large. But isn't that pretty, y'all? Love the flowers. And thank you so much, Snow White. I appreciate this. It's made out of 90% rayon and 3% spandex, so it stretches a little. Yeah, it is. It's very pretty, and I think it'll look good on me. That looks like me. I was just hoping that Snow White was going to be in chat tonight, so she would see it that I did get it. But I thank you so much, Snow White. I love it. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I know they can. Just like the shirt that April sent. April Flowers. You know, she sent me a shirt from Hawaii that said Maui, and then at the bottom it had Hawaii. And it was an extra large, and when I held it up, I said, oh my God, that's going to swallow me. But when I put it on, it was just right. So I've gained a little bit more weight than what I thought. Because I've always been real tiny, tiny, you know. Sometimes smalls were not small enough. Can't wait to see you in it. Well, not tonight. Maybe next live, maybe. We'll see. Oh, okay. Paula said she'd catch us on the next live. Her grandkids just got there. How many grandchildren do you have, Paula, that have come over? Oh, she must be gone already. But you have a good night. Enjoy your grandkids. My granddaughter's all grown up, and I feel like I missed most of her growing up. Two of them, okay. What are their ages? I used to love it when my granddaughter came over when she was little. She loved coming to Grandma's. But even on the hottest days, she wanted to go to the park. And, you know, sometimes I just didn't want to take her to the park because it was too hot. 17 and 24, well, they're not babies. But I understand they're still your grandkids. Cindy's grandson is 12. Well, my granddaughter, my one and only grandchild, is 21. I think she turned 21 in June 13th. Yeah, they're always going to be your grandbabies. It don't matter how old they are. Just like I told my son, he's always going to be the baby of the family. It doesn't matter if he's 80 years old. He's still the baby of the family because he's the youngest. He's always going to be my little boy, and my daughter's always going to be my little girl. It don't matter. Cindy says I feel old, but that's because I am. You're probably not as old as I am. That's exactly right, Connie. It don't matter what their age is, they're always your babies. Even when they have babies of their own, they're still your babies. Deborah says, that'll look very pretty on you, Linda. I can see you cooking in the morning with your coffee in a mason jar. Well, you know, it's funny how it happened that I started drinking my coffee in the mason jar. I've got tons of cups, regular coffee cups, but they always get my coffee cold. It don't hold the heat. And I said, I need something that keeps my coffee hot because I was constantly popping it in the microwave because it was getting cold. So this one day, I just decided I was going to put my coffee in that little mason jar. And I've drunk coffee in it ever since because it keeps my coffee hot longer. Because I was about to get me a little insulated coffee cup, you know. But my little mason jar worked out real well. That thick glass, it holds the heat a lot better than a ceramic cup. Yeah, shot me drinking out a mason jar now. You're drinking, oh, I got you drinking out of a mason jar, Cindy. And T. Sharon says, I have 10 grandbabies ranging from 23 to 7 and one great grandson. That's 7. Oh, wow. You got a lot of happiness right there. And Gladys says, I have 3 grown adult children. They don't even bother with me. They live in Texas. Whereabouts in Texas do they live, Gladys? Well, I love these little ones with the handles. I mean, they're perfect to drink your coffee out of. Your coffee stays hot while you're drinking it. And usually that one mason jar is enough coffee for me in the morning that I don't want another cup. But it's probably about 2 regular little ceramic cups of coffee, I guess. I don't know. And if your coffee does happen to get cold, you can always put it in the microwave. You know, I had a whole set of Coca-Cola mason jars. Instead of Mason on the front, it had Coca-Cola written on it on an emblem right on in the glass. And I used those for years and years, but I ended up dropping them over the period of time and broke them. So I don't have not even one of the Coca-Cola mason jars left. I don't even remember where I bought them at. But I saw them and I saw Coca-Cola on them. I said, I got to have these. So I know I had 4. I may have had 6 of them. But don't have any now. That's what mine are, Connie, the ones I drink my coffee out of. They're the jelly jars. I keep my jelly jars. And I keep the lids because if I get very many of the jars, you can can stuff in them. As long as it's got that little seal around it. I will use them one time to recan something in it after I get the jelly out. Because if it's got that seal around it, it will can again. Oh, tell you private. Okay. Okay, Gladys. I wouldn't have thought to put the empty coffee cup in the microwave to heat it up before I put my coffee in it. But I guess, with the ceramic coal and you pour your coffee in it, it cools your coffee down the minute you're pouring it in there. I didn't even think about that. T. Sharon says, I don't mess with pint ones. I use quart. Found a rubber handle for it so don't burn. Gingers. Well, I've got quart jars that I can in, but I like those little jelly jars with the handle, so I'll save every one of them that I empty with the lids, and I wash them, and I'll either use them for coffee cups or I use them to recan in, because they make cute little gifts. If you put cowboy candy in one, or chow chow, or anything that you can in pickles, pickle beets. It's good, if you want to give someone a gift, to give them that little mason jar with the handle with whatever you canned in it. I've done that. I think my son said one of the guys at his job saw one of my videos, and he said, I want one of them jars with the handle to drink your coffee out of. He said, but I don't know where to get them. My son said he laughed at him. He said, you can buy them at Walmart. They got jelly or jam in them. Said that's all they are, is jelly or jam jars with handles. Well, I drink my tea out of it too, Rebecca. I'll make some hot tea and I'll drop my tea bag down in my little mason jar with the handle, and I'll make my cup of tea. I drink a lot of hot tea. I love hot tea. My grandmother and my mom always drank a lot of hot tea. Now, my grandmother, she never would drink coffee, but she loved her hot tea. She drank it off and on during all through the day because it didn't keep her awake at night. She could drink it before she went to bed, and it relaxed her, helped her go to sleep. And I've done the same thing. Yes, I had a question I was going to ask. I was just giving people time to get in here. In that little short video that I posted today on getting energy to start the day, what was I talking about? If you saw the video, you should know. I said I had to get some energy and get the day started. What was I going to get energy from? Are y'all listening? Grapes and what? What was I making? What did I make in the video? It was a drink. So I'm going to give a point to Gladys and Cindy. And I was going to send out some seeds. Seeds from my garden that I saved from last year. Yeah, it was an energy drink. A health drink, because I put grapes, the red grapes, the green grapes. I put cherries. I put pitted cherries. I put watermelon, pineapple, even the pineapple juice that I drained from the can when I drained my pineapple, I saved to put in that smoothie. And I put greens from the garden, remember? I put kale, cabbage leaves, collard leaf. And I found if you freeze your fruit, just pop it in the freezer if you got room, like me. And so most of the time I don't have room. Just pop your watermelon and your fruit that you're going to use in the freezer and let it freeze before you put it in there in the blender. It makes a cold smoothie, so you don't have to put ice in it. I don't like putting ice in a smoothie because it waters it down. So I always like to have my fruit frozen and then put the frozen fruit in there, especially the watermelon. So I'll be sending some seeds out to Gladys and Cindy. I don't know if it'll be flower seeds or vegetable seeds. I didn't decide. I just figured I'd send out some seeds. I got my energy from B complex pills. Yeah, I drink, I take B complex as well. I take a ton of vitamins, but I like my fruit and veggie smoothies too once in a while. I don't drink them every morning, and I should, but I do like them, especially when I put greens and stuff in it. Bohish, you called it a smoothie. Well, it is a smoothie or whatever. I don't know. Energy drink. Well, I'll give Rebecca Bourne a point too. I'll send you out some seeds, Rebecca. I don't know that I've got your mailing address, though. I don't remember if I have yours or not. So just in case, send me your mailing address. Let's see, let me put it up there. Send me your mailing address to that email address. hauserlinda49@gmail.com. I know I've got Gladys's and I know I've got Cindy's. Well, I guess I just get extra energy because I take B complex or B12 at night with my other vitamins. And I like my smoothies too. It gets some of those greens in me that, if I don't want to cook greens that day, I just put them in a smoothie. That way I can drink them with my fruit. Send seeds to Connie. Okay, I can do that. I'll send them out to Connie. So Gladys won, but she wanted her seeds sent to Connie. So Connie will get seeds, Rebecca will get some, and Cindy for answering the question. Getting it closer to right than anybody. Well, actually, it looks like they're about the only ones that answered the question. Yeah, I take B12, vitamin C, calcium, magnesium, all kind of stuff at night. I take a whole handful of vitamins. I did that years ago when I was going through the chemo scare to build up my immune system. And I was taking calcium already way before that because of my bones, my back and neck injury that I had from having weak bones. So I built my bones up before that, but now I take it all to keep my bones healthy and to keep my body healthy. I mean, I can't do anything about the back and neck injury. It's already there, and it's not going to go away, but at least I can keep the rest of me healthy and to keep preventing another injury like that. Well, I know some of my friends said they mentioned to the doctor about taking a bunch of vitamins like I did, to build up my immune system. And they said the doctor told them they could take them, but it would usually it makes you gain weight. And they didn't want to gain weight, so he said, well, if you don't want to gain weight, just go with a 1-a-day multivitamin. And I take one of those too. And I take all that other stuff extra. Well, thank you, Gladys. I'm glad you watch all my videos. Well, darn, I need to change my vitamins to nighttime. Well, I used to take them in the morning before I'd go to work, but it got to the place where sometimes I'd be running late and I didn't take them. So I switched and I started taking them before I went to bed at night. Because that's usually about the last thing I do before I go to bed. I remember I got to go take my vitamins, so I'll go over here and I'll get my vitamins and my blood pressure pill, and I'll take all that before I go to bed. I had my bone density test, now taking medication. Yeah, every time I've been in and had my bone density test done, it showed that I had healthy bones, so I guess I did something right by taking all the calcium over the years. Really, I've never looked at Google for people's addresses, so I don't know. I'm surprised that it's up there like that. You hope it works even a little bit. I'd be forever grateful. Well, they say it takes 10 years for your bones to deteriorate, and it also takes 10 years to build them back up. I mean, they'll start building back up immediately when you start taking high doses of calcium. Mine did after like 5 or 6 months of taking calcium in high doses. It was building my bones up already. And the doctor noticed when he adjusted me, my chiropractor, He said, your bones sound different. What have you been doing? I said, well, I guess it's taking all that calcium I've been taking. He said, yeah, that's what it is. And I'm thinking that's probably why Ann Watson, her bones were so easily broken when she had surgery. Maybe it's because her bones are pretty weak. I mean, I don't know. But I had a friend of mine who's passed away now. She had, I can't think of the name of it, some kind of bone disease where your bones are dry and brittle. And sometimes she could just move and break a bone. And she was a young girl. And she did finally pass away, and I don't know the name of the disease. And there's nothing they can do about it. Osteoporosis. Well, I know it's that, T. Sharon, but it was some other name they called it. Because she had it ever since she was a real young girl. Basically born with it. And nothing they could do or give her helped. But she did get married, and she was determined she was going to walk down the aisle. And she did make it down the aisle. She got married. And I think about a year after she was married, she passed away. But she was a sweetheart. Well, it can't hurt, Connie. Taking extra vitamins cannot hurt. Because I was told to take at least 1,200 milligrams of calcium a day when you reach a certain age. And men need to do it too, even if they don't have problems. They need to start taking calcium after they pass a certain age. Because they don't drink milk and get the calcium in their body like they did when they were younger. Okay, Gladys, her pad's blinking, so she'll be watching on TV. Well, good for you, Ann. Wow. I can't imagine them breaking a bone. They had to manhandle you, flipping you over to break a collarbone or a bone in your shoulder during surgery if your bone density test said it was perfect. Wow. Sheila's back. She had to go water her plants. I hate to see what my electric bill is going to be next month or the next one coming up. Because mine, the last time was $204 because of the AC running. The month before that, it was $136, which I loved. But I knew once that AC started kicking on like it does now, when it's over 90, like today it was about 95 degrees, that AC is run all day. So usually the hottest time of the summer, mine gets up to 300 or more just because of the AC unit running. Yeah, I remember you telling me all that, Connie, and I'm so sorry. So you've been doing real well considering what the doctors told you years ago. You were determined to prove them wrong. I can't imagine them being that rough with you, Ann. Oh my God. To be so rough with somebody, flipping them over during surgery that they break a bone. That is just unreal. Lupus. And there's L. Shepherd. Hello. Welcome to our live chat. You know, that's one thing my son told me back when I first got that post office box for people to mail stuff if they wanted to, because everybody kept asking me, you need to get a post office box. You need to do that. Well, I got it. I had it for 3 months and nobody sent me anything, so I canceled it. I'm not paying $50, $60 for a post office box every couple of months. And my son told me, he says, Mom, you don't need to do that. Everybody can find out what your address is. Anybody can go online now and find out what anybody's address is. Well, I never tried, so I didn't know. Almost makes almost makes you think they rolled her off the table. They could have. Oh my God, they could have manhandled her and flipped her right off the freaking table. She would not have known she was out. Yeah, there's no excuse for that. If they're medical professionals, they should know how to handle a patient during surgeries, to move them or turn them over or anything without injury. Well, I just put somebody's name in just for the heck of it to see what I could come up with on Google. See what I come up with. I mean, I know there's sites that you can pay to get anybody's information, but I didn't know there was a free site that you could go to and just maybe put their name in and get all their information. I don't blame you, Anne. Okay, Cindy, we'll talk to you later. Huh. I don't know. I come up with everything but what I'm looking for. put my name in and see if it'll bring me up. Oh, come on. This thing is just jumping all around. Oh, Susan's back. And there's Donna. Hello, Donna. I'm great. How are you? That's okay, Susan. It brought mine up very first thing. But it's got some stuff wrong because I've never lived in Glen Rose. Never in my life have I ever lived in Glen Rose. The only place I've ever lived in Texas is Granbury. You got to pay $5 to get the address. Did you have to pay to get the address? $22.99 a month, or you have to pay $5 just to get the address one time. No, $5.99 just to get the address. So you had to have paid to get it. It wasn't free. Because it did bring my name up pretty fast. But you have to pay. And all you had to do was send me the email and I would have sent you the address. And I did send it to you. But when I sent it to you, I did get a message back from you saying that you went on Google and got it. Yeah, if anybody's wanting to pay to get the information, anybody can get that kind of information. Most people are like me, though. They don't want to pay $6 or $7 or 20 some dollars a month just to get someone's address or phone number. Yeah, just rest. You're probably still upset about Tippy. So how's everybody been spending their day today? Yep, that's exactly what it is, Susan. You've been doing too much. You've been worried about Tippy, and that wears you out. The combination of it all, probably the heat too, has got you down. That's the way me getting out working in that heat, I come in every hour or so to cool off, rehydrate, go back out and do it for another hour, hour and a half, and then I come back in, do it all over again. Cool off, hydrate, go back out. But I tell you, the days I do that, I'm down the whole next day. I don't have energy to do anything. It just drains me being out in that heat, working that hard. So I do try to limit myself to what I do in a day's time outside, especially in this heat. And it's 93 degrees right now, and it's what time? 8:21, almost 8:30, and it's still 93 degrees here in Texas. Google Earth tracks addresses. You don't need names. Yeah, but if you got the address already, what would you need Google Earth for? I mean, if you're looking for someone's address and all you got is their name, I don't know. I haven't watched the first bit of the Olympics yet. Just about everything I've excuse me a minute. Just about everything I've done today has been inside. I've done one or two things outside, but it's been just too hot. And it's going to be up even hotter by the end of the week. It's going to be in the hundreds again, triple digits. And little buddy's scratching at the door. What am I going to do with him? He's already had his dinner. He's wanting treats. Let me go get him some treats so he'll quit scratching at the door. Well, hello, little buddy. Is your dinner gone and now you want your treats, huh? There you go. That's all you're getting, though. Your treats are down there. Yeah, you always love those treats. Oh, well. He's boss. He said, I will scratch on your door until you give me my treats. 98 there where Deborah is. Well, I know you can go on that satellite map and show your house, your car in the driveway and everything. But you need the address. I mean, I just tried to get my own address and it brought my name up right away where I lived, and it says I lived in Glen Rose, but I've never lived in Glen Rose. But then to get the actual address, you had to pay $5.99 to get the address. Or you could subscribe to that website and pay $22 a month. And I guess find out anybody's information. You made some cinnamon rolls? That is so funny. You're going to have to watch my video that I post tomorrow. I'm not telling you what it is, but you made cinnamon rolls. And Susan said it's down to 94, but it feels like 102. Yeah, it's just now here dropped to 93 at 8:30 at night. Let's see if it changes when I bring it up, the forecast up. Yeah, it dropped to 91. Because it hasn't changed on the bar down there yet. It's Google and it's free, huh? Well, to find anybody on the map, I've always had to put their address in. It didn't take me there just by the name. I'll have to try that though. I know on Google Maps I put my brother's address in, and it showed me his house in North Carolina. But you had to know the address or it didn't take you there. Did I make what, Ann? No, I didn't make cinnamon rolls today, but I made something else. I ain't telling you what it is. You got to go check out the video in the morning. And there's Wilson. Hi, Wilson. How's Wilson doing this evening? We've already had the giveaway, and we had the gift I got sent to me shown today. But you can watch the rerun of it. I'm looking at your trailer right now. Yeah, I noticed that they did update it enough that they got my Nissan under the carport. Before, when I'd always go look, it didn't even have the carport there, and it had my red Cavalier parked in the driveway. But now it shows that the carport and the Nissan, and pretty much the way it is now. I think it might have been back when I first got the Nissan, and it's a 2018. Yes, Gladys won, Rebecca and Cindy. They won seeds. I'm sending them out seeds. But Gladys said to give hers to Connie Jones, so I'm going to send hers, Gladys's, out to Connie. Yeah, I knew you meant trailer. But I've never been able to put in just the name and bring up anything on the map. Every time I've tried to do it, I had to have the address, and then it would bring that address up on the map. Maybe they've updated it and do it with the name now. I have no idea. I guess if you know the name and the city they live in and the state, it might bring it up. Oh, well, Cindy said to give her seeds to someone else. She doesn't grow anything. Well, I don't know who else to give them to. Triple digits, yeah. Wilson, do you want some seeds to grow in your yard or garden? I know you say you're growing beets. Wilson. I was trying to see if he was still in here. since you got the slicer. Well, I'm waiting for Wilson's response. I don't know if he wants them or not. Wilson, are you still there? Would you like seeds sent to you? Mixer works very good. I tried out last night, made some pot pies. Oh, wow. Well, would you like to have some seeds sent to you that you can plant in your garden or your yard? Cindy said to send them to you. Well, I don't know. I haven't decided. I've got flower seeds. I've got vegetable seeds. Which would you prefer to get? Flower seeds or vegetable seeds? Yes? Okay. I just pinned my email address to the top of the live chat. So send the email to me, to that email with your mailing address, Wilson, and I'll send you the seeds. She won just before you came in. Do I have paper seeds? What do you mean paper seeds? I put my seeds in little brown seed envelopes. Oh, pepper. That's what it not paper, pepper. Do you like hot peppers or just bell peppers? It reminds me, I've got some more pepper plants I've got to get transplanted. I've got hot peppers, green peppers, bell peppers, purple peppers, yellow peppers, gold peppers all over my yard. And I don't know which is which until they produce. Because I lost track of marking them all. Oh, you like the hot ones? Okay. I will send you some hot ones then. Then you can tell me how your mouth burns when you grow peppers and eat them from them. I am Peter Piper, picked a pepper. Picked a peck of pickle peppers. Yeah, we used to say that, and we do. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And what was the other one about? Um, I don't know. There was some little riddle about the guys in the boat. I don't remember how that one goes. Check your email. My car isn't even home when they took that picture. She sent me a picture of my house and my carport, but you can't really see it on here. But 2024 Google. Oh, and what did you type in for it to bring up my house on that map? Did you just put in my name, or did you put in the whole address, or what? Okay, Wilson. Yeah, I got the picture of my house and carport. It just doesn't show good when I try to show it on the to the camera. It doesn't focus very well on it. Yep, but that is it. I don't know how recent that photo is, but that is it. Okay, Wilson, I'll be looking. Yeah, you don't have to do it right now. Just as long as you do it, you can do it after the live's over. You don't need an address, just the name. Because even when I put my name in, a lot of times it brings up 10 different Linda Hausers. Not sure how often it updates. I don't know. I just put Connie Jones in Washington State, and it brought me everything but her. Connie Jeffries, It brought up a business that's closed, but it doesn't bring Connie up. So I don't know how you're doing it, because mine don't work that way. Do you go through Google Maps? Because hers didn't come up on this one anyway. It brought up Cheryl Jones, Shannon Jones, Kalola Jones, Lori Jones. It did not bring up a Connie Jones, though. That's crazy. Yeah, chat's kind of quiet tonight. Wilson, those are a gift from Cindy to you. Huh. Maybe it's because I'm looking on this and it's kind of old. Maybe if I look on the newer one. Yeah, I know if you go to maps and you put in your address, it shows your house. But I've never been able to bring anybody's house up just putting their name in. Look at True People search. I got your address, Wilson. I just checked it. It's on Google Earth. I don't know if all that comes up on this one here, because this is the older one. I just went to maps. That's interesting. I never was able to bring up a location without the address. And Rebecca says send her seeds to Wilson. You don't grow veggies? Okay. Well, I can send you more flower seeds if you want some more flowers, Rebecca. Yeah, I brought up a lot of stuff on Google Maps, but you always need an address for it to take you, where that person is. I've never been able to bring up a actual house without the address. I mean, it takes me to Washington, but it brings up every Connie Jones except the one I'm looking for. I put in Connie Jones, Washington State. It brings up Connie Jeffries, Neil Jones, Chris Jones, Kathleen Jones. It don't bring up Connie. It brings up Connie Rye, Rhie, but not Connie Jones. And there's pictures with most of it, but it's of their house location. It's not of them. So it must be a different Google than what you're, because I went to Google Maps. Chris Jones. Connie's real estate team. Yeah, it brings up every Connie but the one I'm looking, and every Jones but what I'm looking for. It don't bring up our Connie. I'll look on the other one later, but because this one's old and it might not have a lot of the features that the newer ones do. So I'll look on the newer one after the live is over. Yeah, there's a lot of them that come up with the same name, Connie Jones. Well, not on this because none of them are Connie. They're all different names. The last name are Jones. You never had anybody do that for you, Wilson? Yeah, I know. The whole address is all you need. So I couldn't understand how you found my name on Google. I mean, how you found my address on Google. Because you just can't type in someone's name and bring up their address unless you pay. So I don't know how you did it. I'm curious. Yeah, Rebecca and Cindy, you need to read Wilson's message he just posted. Yeah, Cindy read it. That means if people in other countries or other places knew your name and address, they could just zoom in on your house anytime they wanted to. I mean, it would not be a live picture, but they could see what your house looked like and your yard and everything. Homemade everything said I missed it, was napping. Well, I showed a blouse that Snow White sent. And I asked the question that Rebecca, Cindy, and Gladys answered. So I was going to send all three of them seeds. And Gladys gave hers to Connie. Cindy gave hers to Wilson. And Rebecca gave seeds to Wilson too. So So Connie and Wilson are going to be getting seeds mailed to them. And I didn't ask Connie if she wants flower seeds or vegetable seeds. Yeah, every time I've tried to find out a phone number or an address for anybody, the first page that came up when you tried to get it was a page where you had to subscribe to a monthly subscription, or you had to pay a one-time upfront fee to get that one address on that one person. And I never did that because there's so many people with the same name, you might bring up the wrong one. Yeah, and Snow White is not in the chat tonight, so I'm sorry she's missing this to see that I did get the blouse that she sent. But it's a real pretty print. I can show you it by the picture of what the style is. It's just a plain tunic with a hem bottom. But that's the pattern of the material. It's really pretty, I think. Feels good too. It's rayon and, what is it, polyester? It stretches. Yeah, it is pretty homemade everything. You just typed my email and my address came up. Wow, I need to try that. Well, I typed in my email address and it says no results on Google Maps. So I don't know where y'all are looking at. I must not be in the same place. I mean, it did pinpoint it on the map. I enlarged the map enough it might have the address on it. I don't know. Oh my gosh, it does, doesn't it? On Google Maps, if you put in the email address, but it didn't bring mine up. It showed my home, and it shows I'm on what street I'm on, but it doesn't show the address actually. Huh. That's odd, because the people across the street, it shows their number of their house. But on mine, it doesn't. It's got the ones next to me, 3521 and 3513, but it don't have the number to my house. Oh, wait a minute. I just clicked on it. And it brought the picture of my house up. Yeah, it did. It brought the picture of my house, and it shows the address at the bottom, the complete address. So that's what my son was talking about. And that was recent because I flip over and it shows the house across the street. And it'll show my whole yard. This has been a while ago because my trees are not blooming. This was in the winter or the fall because there's no leaves on the trees in my yard. And it shows my trash can out beside the mailbox for my garbage to be picked up, but my car's not in the driveway. But you're right. I just didn't do the right thing. If you know the person's email address, just put the email address in and keep clicking until it brings up their house location. Click on the dot and it brings up their mailing address or the address of the house. So, I mean, that's what my son was saying. That I didn't need a post office box because if anybody wants to know where you live or what your address is, they just need your email address and they've got it on my videos. And you can see the top of the chicken coop next door over across the street in the privacy fence. And it shows those trees that we just cut down. They're still there here. They've not fallen over yet. That's interesting. I forgot that my address, so I never thought about people being able to find where I'm at or anything by the email. Because I've got two email addresses, one that I use personally and one I use just for YouTube. And HauserLinda49 @gmail is the one I use for YouTube. I don't know if it would bring up anything if I had the other one on there. Let me try that one. I'm going to try my other one, just see what happens. It brings it up with my other email address too, so. Oh, well, that's good to know, y'all. But you have to have their email address. Yeah, we're still chatting, Karen. Yeah, I've got two Facebook accounts. My most recent one is just Linda Barnhill Hauser, and I think the other one is just Linda Hauser. Yes, us girls are still chatting. That's really odd. So if I had Connie's email address, then I might could find it, but I don't have that. I've just got her chat that comes through on Messenger. I forgot I'm looking up somebody and I don't remember what their. Oh well, I'll look later. But it's interesting. I got something else to play with now. I'll see how many houses I can bring up of people that I know. Search is free for address with full name. It's never been free for me to bring it up except for just now. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you can go up and down my street. See the people that live across the street from me. Yeah, that house is only what? Just barely 2 years old? I don't think it's even 2 years old yet. That's across the street. Because they just built that and the young couple moved in. But you can't see the house that they're getting ready to build over here. That is real interesting. You learn something every day. Well, now I can't get it to work. I got it to work before. Yeah, you can see that I own 3 lots. And on the map, it's got all the other numbers except mine until you. Well, I don't know how I did it before, but I brought it up. Something to play with. And there's Crafty as Shabby Shack. Hello. Hi, Mama Linda. I call you that as a term of love and friendship. Love your work and cooking. Well, thank you. We're playing with Google Maps. We're trying to find everybody on here. So I know now all you got to do is have their full name or their email address. If it's on Google, and you can find out where they live and see their house. That's very interesting, y'all. It's your county auditor site here where you live. Well, we were going on Google Maps and bringing up stuff. Well, I'm not sure what to put in for yours, Shelly Edwards or Sheila. Shelly. Let's see. You leaving us, Cindy? Well, you have a good night. I was looking for your email address. I thought I had it. Well, it doesn't show me what your email address is on Gmail. It just has your name on there, so I can't do that. You can't see mine for the trees. We found a new toy, y'all. Google Maps. It might help if I got your name in right. It brings up several Shelley Edwards all over the United States. And I don't remember what your address is, Shelley. I don't remember what state you lived in. What state were you in, Shelley? It's got Shelley Edwards, Shelley J. Edwards, Misty Edwards, Maureen Edwards. I mean, I've got your addresses, but I don't have them right here with me, so I don't know what state you're in or what city. I guess you're still with us, right? Yeah, I can look it up later. I don't have to do it right now. No email needed, just the address. Shelley Edwards, Boonville, Mississippi. Oh, Sheila. Put Sheila Edwards. Oh, little buddy scratching at the door. Come on, let me let you out before you destroy my door frame. Oh. So put in Sheila, not Shelley. Boonville, Mississippi, right. Itching. Wilson says I'm going to Walmart to get a planting pot for my seeds. Okay, let me see what I'll bring up now. Oh my gosh, they brought all kind of stuff up, but it was not for Shelley. Oh my goodness. Childers Realty, Ledbetter, Victoria Esther Jones. How did it do that? I put in Shelley Edwards, Boonville, Mississippi, and it's got everything coming up but you. That is crazy. Oh well, like I said, I'll look later. I don't want to just play on that all evening. I'd rather talk with y'all. Okay, Wilson, I'll get the seeds out. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get them in the mail. And I don't remember if Connie said she wanted flower seeds or vegetable seeds. Does anybody know if she put it in the chat? I don't think she did. Rebecca, step 1, Google. Step 2, people. Step 3, full name. Step 4, Google again, type address, and a map will pop up. Yeah, the map came up, but it had everything but Shelley Edwards. Yeah, I'm sending the seeds that, what was it? Rebecca said to send seeds to Wilson. And then Gladys said to send the seeds to Connie. Cindy said to send her seeds to Wilson. Okay, Connie said give her seeds to Wilson too. Okay, all right, ladies. All 3 ladies want their seeds sent to Wilson, so I'll get the seeds out to Wilson tomorrow. People search on Google. Yeah, he'll be planting. I need to get out there and plant another tote of sweet potatoes. And I probably need to transplant a few more into one of the totes that I've already planted, that last one, because all of them are not living. I don't know what's got in there that messed them up. You're welcome. Thought you had left. Yeah, Wilson's going to be busy planting. Oh, Lord, we've been on here for 2 hours messing with Google Maps and trying to find everybody. I know it's getting late, y'all. I'm going to let you go. We'll call this live an end because it wasn't planned. I just wanted to ask the question, give away some seeds, and show everybody what Snow White had sent. And I'm just sorry she's not in chat tonight. Going to get more planting pots from Walmart. Yeah, he'll have to take some pictures after he plants them and they start growing. Yeah, good night, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all have a blessed night. Have a good day tomorrow. And I'll see you on the next live. Watch my videos now. Watch the one in the morning. See you later. Bye.